Do you ever wonder why some song lyrics put you right in the scene while others feel kind of distant? Most songwriters will tell you what happened, but the best ones make you feel like you were actually there. I've been studying how some of my favorite songwriters create this effect, and today I want to share one of the best examples. But first of all, my name's Pete. I'm a songwriter and a producer, and it's my mission to help other songwriters finish songs that they're actually proud of. I'm sure we can all think of an example of a song we've heard where the lyrics sound nice when they're sung, but when you actually think about what the words are saying, you're like, what does that mean? John Mayer actually talks about this in an interview when he's asked about his second record.
I have songs that I had to finish, and I didn't dig the lyrics. Every time I sing them, I go, does anyone but me notice that this lyric makes no sense right here? There's a line in Clarity in the bridge, and it's so much wasted in the afternoon, so much sacred in the month of June. How about you? What the fuck does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. And every time I sing that, I go, this is a miserable feeling to know that I put a word down, I put a line down in a song. It just makes no sense.
So it's those filler lyrics he's talking about where they sound cool, but they don't really mean anything. And it's not like these types of lyrics are inherently bad, but it's a bit like reading the Wikipedia summary of a film rather than watching the actual film itself. There is one songwriter who consistently puts listeners right in the middle of scenes she's writing about. Let's look at how Courtney Barnett creates these vivid worlds in her songs.
Then I see the handrail in the shower, a collection of those canisters for coffee, tea and flour, and a photo of a young man in a van in Vietnam.
Notice how you can literally see the scene unfolding in your mind? What makes this work isn't complicated metaphors or fancy language. When you break it down, she's actually using a specific combination of elements that anyone can apply. I've discovered this 6-ingredient recipe she uses, and it's really easy for you to put into action in your own songs. So let's look at the song Elevator Operator. And there's so much in this song that we could talk about, but I just want to focus on verse 3. She sets things up with ingredient number 1, which is the set.
Headphone wielding to the Nicholas building. He trips on a pothole that's not been filled in. He waits for an elevator, 129.
So we're at the Nicholas building, which is in Melbourne, and he's waiting for an elevator. Ingredient number 2 is characters. Now, we've already been introduced earlier in the song to Oliver Paul, and in verse 3 we get introduced to a new character.
A lady walks in and waits by his side,
which leads us into ingredient number 3, which is costume.
Her heels are high and her bag is snakeskin. Hair pulled so tight you can see her skeleton.
So she's described what she's wearing, her hair, and how she looks. And she's even described the necklace she's wearing, which fits into ingredient number 4, which is props.
A tortoiseshell necklace between her breasts.
Ingredient number 5 is mood and atmosphere. So that's things like lighting, sound, and smells. And she includes this by describing the lady's breath.
Vickers perfume on her breath.
I think Vickers perfume means alcohol. Ingredient number 6 comes in after she looks him up and down with her Botox frown, and it's narration or inner dialogue.
She looks him up and down with her Botox frown. He's well used to that look by now.
Now, when you sandwich these details in between some action or dialogue, you've created what method writing calls an image moment. Now, I'll go into more about what a method writing image moment is in another video, but even if you just take this list of 6 ingredients and use it as a prompt for stuff to include when you're writing your lyrics, it's super useful for setting the scene, so you're not just writing filler lyrics that kind of sound okay to sing, but don't really mean anything. Now, it's easy to get stuck in the trap of thinking, oh, my life's not that interesting, like why would I include any actual details about it? But remember, Courtney Barnett writes about elevator rides and house inspections in the suburbs of Melbourne, Australia. So here's how you can apply this to your own songwriting right now. Pick any ordinary moment from today, list 1 or 2 details from each of the 6 ingredients, and if you want to take it a step further and create an actual method writing image moment, sandwich that description in between some action or dialogue. And this stretches what would feel like a few seconds in real life into a really vivid cinematic scene. And this works for any genre. So try this and put the lyrics that you're working on in the comments below, because I'd love to see what you're working on.